do a quick lesson in patent searching. And the first thing we do is we go to uspto.gov, www.uspto.gov, which is the website of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And we go to Patents, and we click Patents. And then we click Search for Patents, because we're going to do searching for patents. Now within searching, I'm going to take you through it quickly, but if you want to see a ready-made lesson in searching for patents, they have one here. It's called the 7-Step Strategy. Click on there, follow the instructions, and it's actually pretty good. So here we're doing a search. We're going to start with a search to see whether our invention is new. And to do that, we want to look in all publications, which include both the regular granted patents as well as patent applications, because all of those are published items. Now, the invention we're going to pretend to be searching for, or we're actually going to be searching for, is a new type of wrist support pad for keyboards, something you want to support your wrist when you're typing on your keyboard. And this one is adjustable. It's an adjustable keyboard pad that's adjustable in 3 ways. It's adjustable for height, so you can lift your wrists up a couple inches off the table. It's adjustable in the angle of your wrists as they, in the angle relative to the table, so they can go either if you tilt your wrists right or left, and it's adjustable in pitch, forward and backward. If you want your wrists to be way down, your fingers to be up, or your wrists to be up, it lets you rest your fingers any way. So it's adjustable on three planes or 3 axes. So we're going to start with a U.S. patent full text search. And you'll see I always start with the quick search because it's kind of a simple way to do it. And I'm going to find keywords, and I'm going to keep track of all my keywords. The first one I'm going to do is wrist, and I'm going to type that in. And the second I'm going to do is keyboard, because I'm searching for a wrist keyboard. And then, I am going to say where in the in the patent I want it to look. Now, patents are divided into fields, so each patent has an abstract, which is a taktsir, or just a few sentences describing the invention. I usually start my searches there. So I'm looking for wrist and keyboard, and I'm going to get a lot of hits because it's very broad. And I got 213 hits, which is way too many. But I'll look down and say, oh, wrist support, anatomic support for hand. I'm probably in the right place, but too many hits. So I'm going to refine my search, and to do that I'm going to copy my my existing search, and I'm going to go to advanced search because I really want to refine it so I don't have to look through so many. And I'm going to paste it here, command paste, and I'm going to add and by the way, here's the context for advanced searches. It's these are all the fields of the patent. So I'm looking in abstract. Here is abstract, ABST, and then you add a little slash like it tells you in a parenthesis. And I'm not going to do it very elegantly. I'm just going to get it done. So abstract, and we're going to say height because I want to look for something that a patent that discusses adjustments in height. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to say, how do I move this up? And I'm going to say, in the abstract, I also want height, and I want and ABST adjust. So I want all those terms, and I'm going to hit search again, hopefully get way fewer hits. And it's searching. Yeah, and I got a lot fewer hits. I'm going to do method and apparatus for supporting parts. Adjustable wrist support and method looks good. Now let's click on there and see what we can find. So we say adjustable wrist support is engaged in repetitive motions. Keyboard, this looks good. Adjust the vertical height. Very nice. This is my abstract, and this is the way the patent looks. If I want to see the whole patent, I can click here to get the images. It's kind of slow, so I'm not going to do it now. And here's the date, and that's the patent number. Now, what I'm really looking for, and the way that examiners look for patents, do their searching, is they go into they look for the U.S. class number. Now a class number, if you think about it, all inventions, all products from telephones to water bottles to everything can be classified under a numbered classification system. All inventions can be found there. All ideas can be found there. When they need one, they just add another one. So here, these are the classifications that the examiner searched in and he found were relevant to this invention. So I'm going to copy this class, and I'm going to go back to my search, and I'm going to say that looks like a pretty good class to find. Let's add it's yeah, that's the number, and we write in it's CCL slash. So and CCL slash, and that's going to give me all the inventions that relate to that, or all the publications that are in this classification number. And I'm going to hit search. And I got just two. Adjustable wristband, I knew that was there. Let's go back into it. But that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the class number where I think is most relevant. And you'll see there's probably more than one. In this case, it was 248/11 /118.3 and 248.118.4 and 248.919. You can have many, and you should probably go in and search them all. Now I'm going to give you a little tip on what to look for. If you want to do a patentability search to see if it's new or novel, then you want to read down, these are all the claims, we'll get to those in a second. You want to read down to the description of the invention. Here's the summary, and here's the drawings, and here's the description. The description tells you how to make it and all the features and the objects of the invention. So you'll want to skim this and see, does the invention describe what I've invented? I've invented a wrist pad that is adjustable in 3 axes, in height, in pitch, and in pivot, let's say. And I'll read this and I'll see, well, he's only got a height adjustment. He doesn't have my idea of being able to adjust the pitch of my wrists and the angle with which my wrists hit the keyboards. And I'll say, wow, well, he's only got 2 of them. I've got more. I think I've got an invention here. Now, if you're looking for to do an infringement study to see whether he's got claims that might expose you to a suit, then you look at the first claim. We can forget the rest of the claims for now at least. And you say he's got an adjustable wrist rest support. Use to engage repetitive motions. Well, that's like mine. A support section having a top and bottom surface, front and back sides, top surface to provide support. And he's got a base section, front and back, secured position beneath. He's got a height adjusting method, okay, to provide slidable adjustment of the height. And he's got handles for outwardly extending the front side connected to the height. Wow, he doesn't have my other 2 axes. Let's see, flexible, and I look down, I don't see anything about the other 2 axes that I'm going to be claiming. I'll look down at some of the other claims here. I don't see anything about axes here. So I can potentially conclude that I don't infringe his claims, which means he can't sue me. So that is searching. As I said, if you're looking for, I'm going to go back, if you're looking for to see whether your invention is new, you have to do the search twice. You have to look in all patent full text, and you have to look in published applications. And it's the same searching, except for public applications, you don't have to look in the claims because the claims haven't been allowed yet. So I'm just going to summarize for a second. You go in, you try to understand your invention. You go into the U.S. patent site. If you're looking to see whether it's new, you search twice. You search in the full text patents and in the full text applications. I usually start on the picking terms on the quick search from the abstract field, and I write down a bunch of terms that I think would be relevant. I try to narrow the number of patents I have to look at and read. Then if I really want to narrow it, I go into the specification of some of them and see if it's relevant, am I on the right track? And I write down and try to keep track of all the classification numbers that I found that are probably relevant to this invention. I write those down and I refine my search, and I go into each of those classifications with my other terms, and I look through to see what is the most relevant invention that I can find, and I read it and I say, are all of my elements of my invention described somewhere else? If they are described somewhere else, then what I have is not new. If they're not described in one or two of the publications that I found, then I might have something that is new. If I'm looking for infringement, I just go to the valid claims, and I see are all of my elements described in his first claim, or what we call the independent claim. That's a very brief description of searching. Thanks a lot. Good luck.